In the heart of Africa, where the savannah meets the sky, there was a powerful king named Kofi. He ruled over his kingdom with an iron fist, feared by all who knew him. King Kofi's obsession was to live forever, to defy the limits of mortal men and reign supreme for eternity. He was convinced that the key to immortality lay in the ancient rituals and dark magic that only a select few possessed. King Kofi had many wives, each chosen for their beauty, grace, and unique gifts. But as time passed, he became convinced that the key to immortality lay in their sacrifice. One by one, he accused them of treason, and with a swift stroke of his sword, he took their lives. The first wife, Akua, was said to possess the purest of hearts. King Kofi believed that by taking her life, he would inherit her virtue and live forever. But death only brought him darkness, and the whispers of the people began to spread like wildfire. The second wife, Ya, was a skilled healer. King Kofi thought that by killing her, he would absorb her knowledge and live on. Yet, with each wife's demise, his kingdom suffered, and his people feared him more. The land began to wither, the skies grew dark, and the gods themselves seemed to turn against King Kofi. Ama, the youngest and wisest of King Kofi's wives, saw the destruction her husband had wrought. She was a priestess of the ancient arts, and she knew the true power of the rituals King Kofi sought to exploit. She had been secretly gathering the people, whispering truths in the dead of night, and planning a rebellion. Ama was not like the other wives. She was not afraid of King Kofi, and she would not go quietly to her death. She knew that she was the only one who could stop the king's reign of terror and restore balance to the kingdom. King Kofi, drunk with power and madness, summoned Ama to the throne room. He accused her of treason, just as he had done with the others. But Ama was prepared. With a fierce determination, she faced the king, saying, "Your reign of terror ends today." The people who had been secretly gathering outside the palace stormed in, armed with spears and shields. They surrounded the king, their eyes blazing with anger and determination. Ama stood tall, her hands raised to the heavens, and summoned the ancient powers that had been dormant for so long. The gods themselves seemed to intervene as a bolt of lightning struck the throne room, shattering the dark magic that had held the kingdom captive. King Kofi, realizing his reign was over, let out a deafening roar, but it was too late. The people had spoken, and their judgment was final. With a swift and deadly strike, the people ended King Kofi's reign of terror. His bloody body fell to the ground. The kingdom was finally free from his tyranny, and the people rejoiced. The kingdom was reborn, free from the shackles of King Kofi's tyranny. The people whispered a new tale, one of a king who had traded his humanity for a fleeting dream of immortality. And Ama became a symbol of courage and resistance, inspiring generations to come.